Hi everyone. So today we have an analysis of the final analysis of the House congressional districts. Actually, we have analysis of Virginia 2, Virginia 5, Virginia 7, Virginia 10, Washington 8, and Wisconsin 1. So it's a very interesting seat. All these seats are pretty interesting. So in the second we have Scott Taylor. He was first elected back in the Trump wave in 2016. If we look at the polling data, this one was done in an unbiased manner. It does have the Republican ahead by quite a significant amount. The public policy polling, pretty accurate. And also, if you look at the fundraising, the Republican doing much better than the Democrats. So considering the polling and the fundraising, in addition, the Inside Elections rate this as lean Republican. In addition, in 2016, Scott Taylor was elected with 61.3% of the vote. So that's pretty good for the Republicans, and considering all of that information, I'm putting this seat with Scott Taylor in the tilt Republican column. Next, we have Virginia 5th Congressional District, where we have Tom Garrett. Here we go. It is an R+6, so that's looking positive for the Republicans. But look at the fundraising. The Democrats have got $1.28 million worth of fundraising, and the Republican only has 200,000. So that is not good whatsoever for the Republicans. Even though he was elected back in 2016, I believe that the Virginia 5th Congressional District is going into the tilt Democratic column. Even though many media outlets deem this as a leaning Republican seat, I believe this will go to the Democrats, especially considering it's not an incumbent running, so that's looking positive for them there. So next we have Virginia 7th Congressional District. Now everyone knows about this. This was Eric Cantor's old seat. So that's looking very good. Eric Cantor was someone who was at the very top of the Republican Party back in 2014. This economics teacher at the time upset him in the primary. It was an amazing win for the Tea Party. This person, Abigail Spagner, I believe she is Justice Democrat Our Revolution. She doesn't take any corporate PAC money, so that's looking positive for the Democrat there. But considering the polling data that we've been getting, if I can find it, Dave Bratt is ahead in this brand new New York Times poll. So that's not looking great for the Democrats, and because of that poll, I'm putting the Virginia 7th Congressional District into the tilt Republican column. 3 more districts left. We have Virginia 10th Congressional District. Barbara Comstock will face Jennifer Wexton. It's looking really positive for the Democrats. They're ahead in the primary turnout. In addition, even though the Republican is ahead in fundraising, I believe that's because Comstock does take corporate PAC money, but quite a lot of it flowing in. There you go. The Giffords PAC. Both sides use PAC, so both sides use PAC money. But look at this poll from Monmouth, a 10-point lead for the Democrat here, and that already tilts the edge, and I'm putting this into the leaning Democratic column. 2 more districts left. We have Washington 8 congressional districts. The 8th district in Washington, we have Dave Richart, who's not running, actually. The primary turnout, of course, it was a jungle primary, but the Republican got a lot more votes than the Democrats there. So that's looking positive for the Republicans in the primary turnout. The Republican has been fundraising much, much better than the Democrat. However, it was a district won by Hillary Clinton. So that's something to note. It is a Clinton district now. And it is even, and because of this wave of voters that we're getting from the Democratic side, that's why I'm putting this into the leaning Democratic column in Washington 8. There we go. Final district we will be looking at today, the first district in the state of Wisconsin. We have Paul Ryan's home seat. He is retiring. Trump did endorse Brian Steele, who went on to win that race against the other Republicans. Randy Bryce is a Justice Democrat, our Revolution candidate, so that's looking positive. But look at this fundraising. The Democrat has been fundraising much, much better by a long shot towards the Republican. Now, it is saying that it's lean Republican. I do have a bit of a disagreement with this. The Democrat here has the endorsement of many figures, such as Bernie Sanders. He has the endorsement of Justice Democrats, Democracy for America, United Auto Workers, Progressive Change Campaign Committee, Congressional Progressive Caucus. So definitely appealing to the progressive groups there. Brian Steele, only the endorsement of Donald Trump. So that's pretty interesting, if you will. However, it is R+5. Now that's something to note. Considering it's R+5 and the polling data, it's going to be really close. This first congressional district going to come right down to the wire, in my opinion. However, at the end of the day, I see the grassroots campaign of Randy Bryce and the endorsements from Bernie Sanders and other progressive groups putting him over the top. And I believe that the first congressional district is going into the tilt Democratic column. Now, we can zoom all the way back out to the whole of the United States. So I believe I haven't filled in one district over here. I believe that's a district in Pennsylvania, maybe. So let me just fill in that district there. The first Pennsylvania district. It is rated as a toss-up. If I can find the let me just change this to the first district in Pennsylvania. Sorry about that. I just keep getting that scam. The first district in Pennsylvania. It should come up. If it doesn't, I don't know what. But anyway, first district. After the redistricting being in Pennsylvania, it's looking pretty positive for the Democrats, I must say, in many regards. There we go. It did back Hillary Clinton, so that's something to note. The Democrats have been doing much better in the fundraising. Let's go down to the polling data. There we go. It does have a 1-point lead for the Republicans. However, you need to consider May 31 to June 3 was when the Republicans were doing their best. They were outperforming the Democrats. But if you look at the fundraising, it's looking really positive for the Democrats. Scott Wallace. That's why I'm putting the first district in the tilt Democratic column. There we go. So, it did back Hillary Clinton, if you will, just kind of area backed Hillary Clinton. But anyway, this is the final House composition that I'm officially predicting. I predict that the Democrats will get approximately 227 seats, the Republicans approximately 208. So there you go, it went from that to that, so you can see there, a lot more blue there. You can see Iowa has a net gain of 2 for the Democrats. Many other states like Minnesota, there's some gains in there. California, New York, there's a large district there, the 19th flipping, the 26th, Carlos Cuervo, many districts that flipped. But anyway, that is it for today. Thank you guys for watching this video. Comment down suggestions below, and I'll see you all in the next one.